I sit here, in this dimly lit room, surrounded by the remnants of a life that once felt vibrant, alive, full of laughter and warmth. Now, it's just me and the silence, an oppressive weight that presses down on my chest, making it hard to breathe. I look around at the walls, the peeling paint, the dust collecting in the corners, and I can't help but feel like they're a reflection of me. Worn out, neglected, forgotten. It's strange how loneliness can seep into every crevice of your being, like a cold draft that you can't escape, no matter how tightly you close the windows. I remember the days when I was surrounded by friends, when my phone buzzed with messages, when laughter echoed through the halls of my home. We would gather, a motley crew of souls, sharing stories, dreams, and secrets. Each moment a thread woven into the fabric of our lives. But those threads have frayed, unraveled, and now I'm left with nothing but the empty space where connection used to thrive. It's as if I've been cast adrift on a vast ocean, the waves of isolation crashing over me, pulling me further away from the shore of companionship. I try to reach out, to grasp at the memories of those moments, but they slip through my fingers like sand. I scroll through my contacts, each name a ghost of a friendship that once was. I hesitate, my finger hovering over the call button, but then I remember the last time I reached out, the awkward silence that followed, the forced laughter, the way their eyes darted away, as if they were searching for an escape. I don't want to be a burden, I tell myself, but the truth is, I'm drowning in this sea of solitude, and I don't know how to swim. There's a heaviness in my heart, a gnawing ache that never quite goes away. It's the kind of loneliness that seeps into your bones, that makes you question your worth, your place in the world. I find myself wondering if I'm unlovable, if I've somehow pushed everyone away without even realizing it. I replay conversations in my mind, searching for the moment I went wrong, the words I should have said differently. It's a futile exercise, but it's all I have. This desperate need to understand why I'm so alone. I watch the world outside my window, people bustling by, their lives intertwined in a dance I can no longer join. I see couples holding hands, families laughing together, friends sharing secrets over coffee. It's a beautiful chaos, but it only deepens my sense of isolation. I feel like a spectator in my own life, an outsider looking in, yearning to be part of something, anything, but never quite knowing how to bridge that gap. Sometimes I try to convince myself that I enjoy the solitude, that I'm better off without the complications of relationships. I bury myself in books, lose myself in stories that transport me to far-off lands, where loneliness doesn't exist. But even in those moments of escape, there's a nagging voice in the back of my mind, reminding me that I'm still alone, that the characters I adore are just figments of my imagination. And when the last page is turned, I'm left with nothing but the silence once again. I've tried to fill the void in other ways, hobbies, work, even volunteering, but nothing seems to stick. I throw myself into projects, hoping that the busyness will drown out the loneliness, but it always creeps back in, a relentless shadow that follows me wherever I go. I've learned to wear a mask, to smile and nod when people ask how I'm doing, to say I'm fine when inside I'm crumbling. It's easier that way, to pretend that everything is okay, to avoid the pitying looks and the well-meaning but hollow reassurances. But the truth is, I'm tired. I'm tired of feeling like I'm shouting into a void, of pouring my heart out to walls that can't respond. I'm tired of the nights spent staring at the ceiling, wondering if anyone would notice if I disappeared. I'm tired of feeling like a ghost in my own life, haunting the spaces I used to fill with joy and laughter. I long for connection, for someone to see me, really see me, and understand the depths of this loneliness. I want to share my fears, my dreams, my mundane moments, and have someone respond with empathy, with understanding. I crave the warmth of companionship, the comfort of knowing that I'm not alone in this struggle, that there are others who feel the weight of the world pressing down on them too. But as I sit here, in this room that feels more like a prison than a sanctuary, I can't help but wonder if that connection is even possible for me anymore. Have I pushed everyone away for good? Am I destined to live in this echo chamber of solitude, forever haunted by the ghosts of friendships that faded away? I don't have the answers, and that uncertainty is perhaps the most painful part of all. I want to believe that there's hope, that I can find my way back to the light, but the darkness feels so consuming, so suffocating. I close my eyes, take a deep breath, and let the tears fall, each one a testament to the heartache of loneliness that has become my constant companion. In this moment, I realize that I am not just devastated by loneliness. I am defined by it. It has shaped me, molded me into someone I barely recognize. And as I sit here, I can only hope that one day, I will find the strength to break free from its grasp, to reach out and find the connection I so desperately crave. Until then, I remain here, in this room, with my thoughts and my sorrow, waiting for a glimmer of light to pierce through the darkness.